Hey y'all, it's Anime Caman. Today I'm going to be reviewing the 50th episode of Gegege no Kitarou. And I gotta say, wow! This was an amazing way to build off of the last few episodes of Gegege no Kitarou, because I like how this episode builds up the concept of humans that are able to fight off against yokai and pretty much destroy them. Because a few episodes ago we were introduced to the concept of humans that can obliterate yokais in regards to Mana having the obliteration abilities, and I like how this episode essentially pretty much expands on that concept by introducing this individual called Ray, who's pretty much a guy that pretty much takes on any yokai that messes with humans, and he pretty much annihilates any evil yokais, and he's pretty much looking currently for one of the 4 treasonous generals, which is the new way, and he wants to hunt that yokai down and gain its power. So I like how, for one, we seemingly have, even though it didn't explicitly say that this human is an antagonist, by the way they're setting up this Rain individual, he might be one later on. But for the most part, they did introduce an intriguing character. So I gotta give credit for the story for that. In the last few episodes, they've introduced nothing but interesting yokai, but now we have an interesting human. And while yes, Mana is interesting, I like how it's introducing a larger cast of interesting human characters like Ray. So from that standpoint, it's pretty cool, and it builds off of last week's episode in regards to the concept of some humans being able to use obliteration techniques against yokai. Now we have one that can actually absorb yokai powers. So that was a nice change of pace from a story standpoint. And also like how it seemingly builds up like Kitarou has some kind of like pass against the treasonous generals, the 4 evil treasonous generals yokai, because every single time they were referred to, Kitarou had like this dark, this kind of angry looking face, and I was like, yo, he looked pretty savage at times, so it makes you wonder, does he have any possible connection with these individuals? So I kind of like that. And also like how from a story standpoint, when this human character that Kitarou was helping out asked Kitarou why he does this, and it was cool to see him say that it was to repay back a favor and then for another reason. I feel like it helps add much more layers into Kitarou's character, so that was done pretty well. So that's why I thought it was done well from a story standpoint, because aside from that, we end off on an epic cliffhanger, and I honestly can't wait to see what's going to happen next, because it shows a screenshot of these. I'm assuming they're the treasonous generals, so that's going to be fun. And aside from that, I also thought I did phenomenally from the character standpoint, because I thought Cat Chick as a little girl was such an adorable addition. Her swings were sweet, and she was cute. And then the way she ignored Kitarou was cute. And it didn't feel overbearing to me, because since technically if we look at Cat Chick's age, it's kind of natural for some kids to be like that. So that was pretty cool too. And I like how in the sequence where Kitarou really talks serious to Cat Chick, she actually does pay attention, and then she like stares as if she was giving Kitarou the stare, as if she was like older Cat Chick was pretty nice, only in little Cat Chick form. So that was pretty cool. Any moment that involved little Cat Chick was cool. But aside from its adorableness, I also like how the little Cat Chick moments actually give Kitarou much more character development, because now Kitarou has to act a bit more mature. Because in season 1, Kitarou, when he needed words of wisdom, Daddy Aibo had to be the one that gave Kitarou those words of wisdom. But now Kitarou has to be the figure of wisdom to the little Cat Chick, because you see instances where he cleans and wipes off Cat Chick after eating. And then in the sequences where he tells Cat Chick not to burn herself when she's lighting up these lanterns. And then in the sequences where he's doing everything he can to protect Cat Chick and all that, like screaming and yelling out when she's in danger, Kitarou, like you can see he's maturing much more now, because now he's protecting someone that's really close to him. Even though they're not related by blood, he can help each other, kind of having like it's kind of like a great father-daughter-like relationship, and that's why I really thought this episode resonated with me, to see those layers into Kitarou's character. So that's why I thought I did phenomenally from the character standpoint. And it was cool to see Willow Cloth be a bit useful too, I'm not gonna lie there. And Ray was pretty interesting too, like with the way he doesn't even spare yokai. Even the other underlings that were taking orders, he doesn't even spare them. Like, damn, this bull is brutal! And decked out too in the muscles. I'm like, damn, I might have to fucking get into whatever training program he's in, cause shit, I need a lift, y'all. But no, in all seriousness, no, I thought he looked pretty interesting. Cannot wait to see why he has this grudge against evil yokai. Maybe his family died. Maybe they were killed by yokai. Who knows? But I thought he was a cool addition nonetheless. And that's why I thought I did well from a character standpoint. There was good character. There was cool new characters introduced. There was cool character interactions. And there was a lot of hilarious scenes involving the characters. As for the art animation, they were both well done, I gotta say. Animation was good. It was fluid. Even the simple sequences where Kitarou throws his sandals, his remote control Geta, or his hair needles look pretty good. So gotta give credit to the animators there. The art pops, especially in like the scary scenes. It really, really looked beautiful. The shading kind of give it like a 90s, 80s anime vibe, and I mean that in an endearing way. As for the soundtrack, it was good. There was some good new eerie soundtracks. Voice performances were great, especially the ones from Little Neko. Yes! Thought those were great too. And that's why I thought this episode was phenomenal. It put all these things together for a phenomenal package. And that's why I'm going to rate this episode a 9 out of 10. So anyways, guys and gals, this is my thoughts on Gegege no Kitarou episode 50. Comment out your thoughts on the episode in the comment section below. Rate the video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Subscribe for more, because I'm definitely going to be live reacting and reviewing to the next episode. Alright, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.